You've landed on Paracord Planet, and in this video, we'll show you how to make a Taurus weave paracord bracelet. Born between April 20th and May 20th, Tauruses are practical and responsible, yet they love to be surrounded by nature and beauty. Because this earth sign is depicted as a bull, we were inspired by Thomas Paranger's Grand Toro bracelet design. To make our version unique, we modified the first knot to have a smaller width, making a tapered effect on each side of the buckle. We also chose colors that could be found in a garden, and used mango all the way through for the bull's head to symbolize Taurus's gentle and stable personality. Finally, we added a D-ring to look like the nose ring on a bull. For supplies, here's what you'll need. Now let's get started. First, adjust your jig to fit the distance around your wrist, plus about 2 inches or 6 centimeters, give or take, depending on how tight or loose you want the bracelet to be. Then attach your buckle. Next, fold moss in half, and at the top of your jig, pass the fold down through the front of your buckle. Then pass the running ends through that bite and pull tight to make a cow hitch knot. Then at the bottom of your jig, pass the right running end down through the front of the buckle, to the left and over itself with the end hanging off to the right. Then pass it up through the back of the buckle by the right edge and thread it under itself, pulling through to make a single strand hitch. Then you're going to grab your left running end and repeat those steps, but mirrored, to make another single strand hitch. So here's how to do that. Back at the top of the jig, pass your running ends up through the back of the buckle, next to the outer edges. To make core strands 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next, find the middle of your mango cord and place it below the cow hitch knot, under the moss running ends. To start the weave, pass your right moss running end under core strands 3 and 4, over core strands 1 and 2. Similarly, pass the left moss running end under core strands 1 and 2, over the moss end, and core strands 3 and 4. Next, pass your right mango end over strands 3 and 4, down the center of core strands 1 and 2, then pass the left mango end over core strands 1 and 2, as well as the other mango end, down through the center of core strands 3 and 4. Then you'll take it up through the center of core strands 2 and 3, then you'll pass it over these strands and behind the weave again. Then, take it out through the center of core strands 1 and 2. Now for this first knot, you'll pass the left mango end over these strands and under the mango bite. And you'll do the same thing but mirrored on the right working end. For the rest of the weave, you'll repeat those steps for the most part. But once you get to the last pass of each mango running end, you'll go over the mango bites and out under the moss bites instead, like this. Now we're going to keep going until we hit the middle of our bracelet. Once you reach the middle, start making another Grand Toro knot. Then, when you bring the mango paracord through the center of cord strands 2 and 3, slide the D-ring onto the cords. Once again, our goal is to make this look like the head of a bull with 2 horns and a nose ring. Then keep going as usual. If you wanted to, you could put a nose ring on every single one of these knots, though. Now that you're at the end of the weave, pass 1 moss running end through each hitch to hide the ends on the reverse side of the bracelet. If you want, you can use a lacing needle to do this. To attach the needle, simply line it up with your paracord and twist clockwise. But if you're having trouble with that, try trimming the end at an angle and melting the cord a little to help it grab onto the threads inside of the lacing needle. Then remove your bracelet from the jig and use your scissors to trim the ends about 1/4 inch or a few millimeters away from your weave. Now melt the ends with the lighter for 3 to 6 seconds and use the bottom of it to flatten those melted ends down. Okay, so this is how the finished Taurus bracelet should look. Do you see the head of a bull in this weave? Let us know down in the comments. And hit that subscribe button for more paracord content. We hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.